Welcome to episode 786 of Hard Factor. It is Tuesday, October 5th. Thank you for cheating on the news with us. We got Mark, Pat, Wes, and I'm Will, and we're going to talk to you today about the Zuckerberg outages, food news, international stories, and Emily Ratajkowski.
Mm-hmm.
Is that her name?
Oh, yeah.
It's something like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
More like Pantsa Jagroski when you see her. You know,
Dry to the
sticky.
clean ski.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Saw her at a party one time.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah, she was at a wedding I did in Austin, and me and the photographer were like, who is that girl? She's just blatantly someone who is better looking than everyone else you've ever seen in your life. And we're just like, who is she? And then we finally put it together. Oh, shit, that's Emily Ratajkowski.
It was like the scene in the Christmas movie where it's Keira Knightley and he just films only her. Like he does just like filming and photography
it's
only.
that awkward movie.
Yeah.
Just a tight of her face.
Yeah. She's pretty attractive.
Also, update on the intern, Hard Factor intern process. We have gone through the resumes, and we will be reaching out to people in the coming weeks. Thank you to everybody who applied. Can't wait to get started with the new team of interns, but just to let you know,
right.
We will be reaching out soon. So
We had a session where we went through the resume. 70 applications. Holy smokes. Thank you.
what a team!
It's a lot.
What a team the Hardo Hive is.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Do they know it's
else?
unpaid? They do, right? Yeah, they know. Right?
Hopefully,
It's paid in
must.
friendship and merchandise.
put it,
potentially, or-
if
Put
not, they'll
yeah.
find out.
Really
very
small
quickly.
font on the application.
Okay.
Good.
That's a
2-point
lot.
font.
70 is a lot if they think it's unpaid.
But
Okay. Keep
Part
it
of getting hired is attention to detail. So
It's true.
Ooh, good point.
So shame on you if you didn't catch that. Anything else, fellas? Before we
No,
hop in
we're
here?
stacked today. Let's just get to it.
So many stories. Let's do the news. Cup of coffee in the big time is up first.
Yeah, cup of coffee in the big time.
Holidays, history, and trending news. But first, a fun fact that today is the Fat Bear Championship match. It's down to the finals between Walker. Here's what Walker looks like.
Wow.
He's a large adult male.
Big gain there.
Gainer bull. Yeah, he's got some bulk. He did some bulking during the bulking season. And then Otis, the guy who we've covered before, 3-time champion before Otis. You see, he's an old boy,
Otis's
but he
before
packs on a
picture's
lot.
just so alarming. He looks sickly. And then he gets big. I think the two are tied in the after picture. They look great. Both of them look great in the after picture, but Otis looks sickly. It's hard
it's
to
like
beat.
watching the movie Philadelphia in reverse
Yes.
on rewind. But
Yeah.
Will, is it just audience voting, or is there like
It's
a
only the
professional
people.
weighted
Only the people
opinion?
decide this. Only
Okay.
the people decide this. Yeah, and for the reasons you guys said, I was rooting for Otis, but because he looks so sickly, I'm probably going to vote for Walker. But don't let me sway you.
Walker
Yeah,
would crush
it's-
Otis in a fight.
It's unhealthy the way Otis treats himself. It's like when you cut too much for a UFC event. Like
Yeah,
we shouldn't be
He's like an
supporting this type
unhealthy
of
wrestler.
behavior. Yeah. He's got to stop.
Well, he
He's
wants
doing
it badder.
He wants the championship.
Walker's a unit, Otis
This will be
not
his
so
fourth.
much.
This will be
Yeah.
his fourth. Yeah, true. Walker, a big time unit. Go to explore.org/fat-bear-week to vote from noon to 9 p.m. Eastern today. May the best bear win and hopefully not maul any park goers next spring.
Wes, do you feel like there's lots of people throwing the term unit around with these bears undeservedly?
No, I think they do that with people.
Yeah.
Right. Wes is on record saying that. Yeah.
Yeah. Wes doesn't like it when people call people units.
No,
Wes
not
feels
when
like
you, not
a
when you need to
unit
go to the
has to
hospital
have-
and have a gastric bypass instead of that you're not a unit. You're just a big fat guy.
Wes feels like there's an athletic component to being
That's
a
right.
unit.
There is. There has to
He
be.
thinks strongmen are units.
Yes.
Well,
Like the strongman competition's all units, but the hot dog eating contest is not all units.
no.
Gotta be a
no,
sturdiness.
no. Badlands Booker is a fat guy. He's
It's
not,
not
a
a
unit.
unit. Yeah.
There was a great Onion meme back in the day where it was like a fat man, and it was like fat man's friends constantly mistaking him for being muscular.
Yeah.
Like
That is funny. That
classic.
happens.
That's what Wes is talking about.
They really packed it. You're really going hitting the gym, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
It's like stolen valor from fat guys.
No,
Well,
you just
dude,
put on
fat
30
guys-
pounds of fat.
Fat guys loved it when the unit thing came around because it was like, wait a minute, something I can get in on that's like kind of positive related to my body that I put zero work into.
Well, Fat Boy Summer, it's a similar mindset, but
Well, yeah, but we call it what we call it.
right.
We're not calling you Adonis. It's not Adonis Summer. No, it's not.
That's true. That's very
One-
true. It's not Atlas.
glorifying.
Yeah.
One time I
Realistic.
Look at these
Atlas Boy
handsome
Summer.
boys,
Pat,
tight bodies. People would think we're
speaking of
assholes.
looking
Good point.
muscular. I once hooked up with this girl one time, and I was bigger, so she thought I was more muscular. And then I heard through the grapevine that after we went on like a double date, and she was talking to my friend's girlfriend, that she was very disappointed in my physique once I took my shirt off.
Oh,
She likes
no.
strong guys.
She thought you were going to be jacked.
She thought I was gonna be jacked, and she didn't
Thought
get a
you were gonna
jacked
have
guy.
some-
She
She's like, he's
got
gonna
me.
be Dirty Dance moving me. He's gonna be lifting me up in the air.
She was disappointed, and that asshole told me about it.
Well, she's naive, honestly. She's naive. Jokes
Agreed.
on her.
Yeah, she's rolling the dice.
Oh yeah, no, it was fine.
Was she
But-
homeschooled or something? I mean, like, yeah, because you look at you. No offense, Wes, but like she hadn't
Listen,
been
there was
around
a-
the block. If she
There
thought
was a time
maybe,
where,
Were you like opening pickle
We've all been
jars
in better
for her or
shape than we
something?
are today.
yeah.
thankfully.
This was when I was in pretty good shape too, so it really hurt.
Oh,
Yeah. Bitch.
can't
Imagine
do
if
much better
this
than
was the
this.
best shape
I
we've
can't
been
do
in.
much better.
Right. This is as good as it gets, sweetheart.
Yeah. Oh, all right.
Stuck with me, obviously.
Well, still, Otis doesn't deserve it this year. I don't think.
Yeah. All right. Moving along to October 5th holidays. It is Chic Spy Day. Don't know what that means. Do Something Nice Day. That's nice. Get Funky Day.
Yeah.
Global James Bond Day. International Day of No Prostitution. It's a little
Whoa.
boring.
Mm.
National Apple Betty Day. National Fruit at Work Day. National Kiss a Wrestler Day. National Storytelling Day. And World Teachers Day.
Some prostitute's husband came up with the.
Yes. Wait, is that like they gave out coupons? Is it a coupon day?
No, it's some guy that wanted to spend time with his wife, for the day, and he was really sick of her getting her
Or
dick,
one day
dick
a
down.
year.
Yeah. You don't need to go to work today. It's International No Prostitution Day. What? Yeah. Someone sent that in last year, I think.
Look, the paperwork's all signed here.
Yeah.
It's right here. All right, today in history, October 5th. In 1962, the first installment of James Bond, the film series, world premiere. That's why it's James Bond Day. That starred Sean Connery. In 19...
I just got tickets. I got tickets to the new James Bond. It comes out
Oh,
this Friday.
nice.
I'm going on
This
Friday. Let you know on Sunday.
Perfect week.
Monday show.
That's
Yeah.
awesome. Can't wait to hear how it is. Daniel Craig's been a pretty good James Bond, so we'll see how this is his last one, right?
Yeah. He's done.
Yeah. So we'll see how he does in his farewell. 1998, October 5th, Judiciary Committee of the U.S. House of Representatives recommended impeachment against President Bill Clinton. Oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got in trouble.
Look
And
what you did.
Oh boy.
You seen these new things they got down there at the Victoria's Secret?
What in the hell?
I'm going to get impeached 10 times out of 10 if you wear that. Twice on Sunday.
you gotta get out of here, Monica.
It's like someone forgot to finish it.
They're on to us, babe. And in 2001, October 5th, Barry Bonds of the San Francisco Giants
Whoa.
broke Mark McGuire's single season record. We've been talking about that a lot with 73 home runs. But Roger Maris, really, 61 before.
This
the
is a
Knights, so.
Roger Maris podcast.
Yep.
Yeah, I think.
Yes.
Yeah, I think this stretch of 2021 has proven that for sure. We stand with Roger Maris.
Hats off to Maris and his family. And he's the home run king.
Yeah, definitely. He's hard.
His wife,
home run king.
his wife Betty, I think.
Betty Maris.
Check on that.
Yeah.
Sounds right.
We're looking into it. And then finally in 2011, October 5th, sadly, Steve Jobs passed away at the age of 56.
Patricia Maris, Patty.
Nice.
Patty Maris.
A classic. Patty Maris, of course. Thoughts go out to assuming deceased Patty Maris, maybe.
That's right. Hope
Whoa.
that she's reunited with Roger, and she's watching him hit home runs in heaven.
Roger passed in 85, so I was just sorry. It's been a while. So.
She could be 11. Well,
It's possible. I hope she's well in either the physical form or the afterlife form,
That's
whatever
right.
that may be, for Patty and Roger. Okay, moving along to the trending news of the day. Honorable mentions. Listen to the Hive Hour, patreon.com/hard factor. Send in the car tier and pop the clutch tier. They get the Hive Hour, which is one of 2 bonus podcasts every week. We talk about the Clint Eastwood CBD lawsuit, which trended. You're going to want to listen to that on the Hive Hour. Also, we talked a lot about the Facebook whistleblower, Frances Haugen. And we're going to talk more about Facebook in this cup of coffee. But she talked a lot about how amoral Facebook is. But we just covered that on the Hive Hour. So
We
pretty
agreed.
interesting.
Yeah.
Right. No, Facebook loves money.
Yeah.
Making it. Yeah.
Man, if your last
For
name is
sure.
Hagen, do you think that you got to be like really careful about taking too much of anything at any
Yes.
time?
oh yeah.
Yeah. You take the last
Yeah.
thing, you're fucked.
It's also a sexual reference.
Hagen in what bedroom?
Put the hog in.
Oh, okay.
Also, there's a lot of options for DOS at the end. Hagen
Mm-hmm.
DOS.
Hagen
It's
Yeah.
really,
yes.
really a terrible name to have.
You're just always concerned that you might be
Come
you
at any
know,
angle.
grabbing more than your share of the
Yeah.
potluck or the bed if you're sharing a bed or really anything.
Yeah, it makes you too polite having that last name, Hagen. Also, another honorable mention: Taiwan preparing for war with China because China's just been flying planes in like over Taiwan to threaten them, and now Taiwan's asking Australia for help preparing for war.
It'd be the
impending
shortest war
with
of all
China.
time.
Yes, I mean if
Yeah.
we'll see what happens there. It's
I
gonna
hope
be
they
interesting.
don't. Yeah.
Interesting situation, considering especially that brand new pact with Australia U.S. just signed. Casey DeSantis, First Lady of Florida, has breast cancer at age of 41. Hope she gets better.
It's terrible. Yeah.
Yeah, not good. Disney is making a movie about Dr. Anthony Fauci, and it starts streaming on Disney Plus tomorrow, October 6th. But it's been out for a month already with an IMDb score of 2.1.
I can't believe that this is real.
Oh boy.
Like, I get that they're turning and burning stuff faster these days, right? In the streaming world we live in. But what the fuck is this?
It's weird.
So hang on.
It's
Who
weirdest
made
thing
it?
I've
Do we
ever
know
seen.
Do we know who made it?
National Geographic and Disney.
So they have a lot of money, right? Like,
yeah.
I imagine it's possible that when they started making the movie, like the tides were a little bit different, and then when the tides turned, maybe they should have just scrapped it. You know,
They
but
should have scrapped it for sure.
They had the money. They had the money. They could have just scrapped it, but they
The
just
tweets-
finished it.
The tweets promoting it were ratioed constantly.
It's
Yeah.
a
Every single
documentary.
one of them
Hold on.
got
It's,
ratioed.
it's a documentary. You got to point that out because the way you're describing it makes it sound like a
sure.
narrative drama.
Oh, you know it's going to be some puff
Well-
piece sucking his cock.
I'm just saying.
I mean,
when
you
the-
know
when-
it is. It's called Fauci. That's the name of the movie.
When the pandemic first came out, like if you were to go by approval ratings, you can do it pretty easily. Like same as IMDb scores. He probably
Sure.
would have been like a 6 or a 7 in the 7 range in the first year.
Yeah, now he's
Now he's at
2.1.
2.1. So you scrap it.
Yeah, you scrap it. You don't want that IMDb score hanging
Yeah.
out there.
He looks like he kind of looks like what once AI gets really good, like what people are going to look like in movies if they can generate them, you know, like,
think so?
like just like a fake human kind of.
Kind of
We're
looks
talking
like
about
Doesn't he?
Leonard Nimoy and like an elf.
That'd
mixed.
be so crazy
Yeah.
if Fauci was fake.
you're talking about in like the
He's been a
key
robot
art
this whole time.
for the movie.
Like, no, I'm talking about like if AI got so good that they could just create realistic looking people.
He's what an old
That's
man
what
would
Fauci
look like.
would look. Yeah, he would.
The
look like an
AI
old
would
man
draw
look. Yeah.
Fauci as an old man.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need to see some more examples, but I'm open to it.
The computer just can't stop drawing Fauci.
It makes some
And-
sense.
Yeah.
Ends
Will
on
gets
Fauci.
it.
Yeah, I think he does look generic.
Yeah,
Yeah, generic
yeah,
and old
yeah.
and front.
Like Italian grandpa.
Yeah.
Fauci. Arizona Cardinals also trended again just because they're so damn good. And
Mm.
Monday Night Football is happening while
Mhm.
we tape. Hopefully the teams are scoring over 51.
Go Cards.
Chargers and the Raiders. Yeah, go Cards for Mark's future bet. Okay, number 3, top 3 of the day. Number 3, Space Mountain, but I forgot the helmet. And we're going back to Space Mountain because William Shatner, also Captain James T. Kirk, is going to lower space with Jeff Bezos's Blue Origin.
How's he going to lower space? Is he that strong?
Yes, he is. It's because the rocket, the penis-shaped rocket from Blue Origin, is strong enough to barely get him into lower space. They're launching on October 12th. And Shatner, at the age of 90, will become the oldest human to travel to space. So it's pretty cool that Captain Kirk is going where no 90-year-old man has gone before.
So Bezos wanted to go back to space with Shatner and have a few
Well, he's
laughs.
not. No, Bezos
He's
he's
not-
sitting this
okay.
one out. It's
Okay.
he's letting 3 other people besides Shatner
Yeah,
get up in
Okay.
there.
Is this
But
a
they have to
cam-
film
like,
Shatner on the way. That's part of the deal for them.
is it like a cameo thing? Like,
It's because they want Captain Kirk to be 90 going to space.
Yeah.
but
They're
it's
getting a little too cocky. One of these things is going to blow up soon. I'm telling you.
Yeah. I agree with Wes. They're going to kill someone like a Shatner. And it's
They're
going
going
to
to kill a Shatner soon.
I mean,
They're
you
gonna
take
kill
out a
Shatner.
90-year-old Shatner, ain't the end of the world. Not, I mean, he's a fine
They
man.
better not. Come on.
But he's
That
the
would be
space-
so
he's
traumatic
Captain Kirk.
If
Yeah.
90-year-old Captain James T. Kirk explodes.
If Blue Origin kills Captain Kirk, they're finished.
Yeah, totally finished.
Yeah.
Totally finished. Since we're on Space Mountain, though, also lots of new UFO videos out there. NASA confirmed this fireball video. There's like this video of like Russians with this thing dunking in and out of the sea. Just keep
What
your eyes
fireball
out, everybody.
video?
Look, Google it if you want to know.
Over the apartment
Keep-
complexes you're talking
Keep
about?
your
Yeah.
eyes open is what I'm saying. Just don't.
Okay.
Well, what's
Don't
going on
rule
with
it
the?
out.
Is it the Tom Cruise movie that's going to space soon, or is there a Russian
Yeah,
movie?
he's filming in a SpaceX like ship sometime
Googling
soon.
Tom Cruise space
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah, he's.
But
I
don't
know
when
that they're
it takes
working with
off.
fucking NASA, which is like, I mean,
Right.
I get it, but like, seems like a misallocation of resources when we could be looking for, I don't know, fucking aliens. But the engineers over there at NASA are instead
Pat, you're
figuring-
right.
Well,
figuring out how to
what
get
if we're not,
Tom
what
Cruise
if
up
NASA's
there.
not looking because they know
Pat's
they're
right,
already
though.
found.
There's a Russian film that's going to beat the Tom Cruise film called The Challenge, and it's a $200 million space epic and it's all Russian. And
Are you kidding?
No, that once again the Russians are claiming bragging rights with plans to produce the first feature film shot in outer space ahead of Tom Cruise's movie. Oh, Tom Cruise's movie is The Challenge, but Russia's filming a movie before The Challenge.
Man,
Which
I
will
was about to
totally
say.
go on time and be totally better than the challenge, right?
Well, they don't have Tom. I don't know who the Russian
we'll
Tom
see.
Cruise is.
When we
Yeah.
saw what happened
Vladimir
in
or
the space race.
something.
They
Yeah.
don't
We
got
saw
him.
we saw what
No, they
happened in
don't
the
have
original
him.
space race.
They don't
We'll
have
see
him.
what
They
happens
ain't
this
got
time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank God.
All right.
All right. Number 2, speaking of the fear of the great unknown, the stock market is down big time in general, or just like it's middling. The bear market seems to be
Joe
back. Bull market
Biden.
down. So not only Facebook, which you know why, and we'll talk more about why they dropped 6% on Monday, but the Dow and the S&P 500 also dropped about 1% each on Monday as well. So everybody just kind of, stocks sort of just sitting there. People trying to poke it with a stick. They're not going anywhere. Meanwhile, Shiba Inu is surging in the altcoin world, up 30%.
Is that the original dog coin after Doge?
No, the second. It's the second. Dogecoin was the
Yeah.
original dog coin,
And then Shiba Inu.
and then Shiba Inu was another one. I think it's like off the fork or whatever. But it's
It's
up
an
30%.
Ethereum token.
Oh, okay.
Not
it's-
mad.
it's
I
different.
doubled down about 6 weeks ago.
Well, that's good.
Before its Coinbase listing, but then it didn't do shit
It didn't do anything
until Elon tweeted.
Till
about it.
Elon tweeted nothing about Shiba Inu. Elon bought a Shiba Inu puppy named Floki, and he tweeted a picture of Floki, funky puppy, and then the coin surged 30%. So it has nothing
Wow.
to do
Oh,
with
it'll come
anything
back down
besides
then.
Elon bought a Shiba Inu dog. So
That's wild.
that's the altcoin world. Speaking of altcoins, though, Starship is having a good few weeks. That's way cooler than Shiba Inu, anyways, because they work with us, work with the pods. So shout out to Starship.
Because they gave us free coin.
But Shiba Inu is up 8,000% in a year, so that's pretty good too.
Yeah,
So
been nice.
number 1, the cream of the crop today.
The cream of the crop!
Like we've been alluding to, Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, Messenger, and Oculus. All Mark Zuckerberg-owned applications all experienced outages for the majority of Monday, October 4th. And that absolutely dominated all internet trends across, Google and YouTube and Twitter. So some people were pondering if they would have turned to Google Plus had it not been deleted, but we all know they wouldn't have done that for sure because Google Plus really didn't bring anything. And Twitter and Discord mostly just gloated about not being down in meme format, while Facebook and Instagram struggled, like with this meme right here of a guy who's buried in a server room under a pile of cables. And this guy tweets Mark Zuckerberg trying to fix WhatsApp, Instagram, and Facebook at the same time. Just a classic IT guy, razzing the IT guy meme,
They got Finsta. It was the senator Bloomberg or Blumenthal or whatever the fuck his name is.
Is Blumenthal?
Blumenthal.
Is Finsta speech did it?
His attack on Finsta.
Yeah.
If you're Jack at Twitter,
Sent Zuck into the server room.
you've never had a harder dong than today when Facebook and Instagram have no other option but to take to Twitter, your platform, to communicate about why the fuck people can't get on their platform.
They were also using Gmail.
That feels good.
It does feel good for Jack. Also, Gmail, Snapchat, and TikTok got increases in traffic as well. Facebook
this
and
was
Instagram
bad for everyone, right?
Mhm.
This was bad for the world because everyone realized how reliant they are on these stupid apps, and then whoever hadn't already signed up for TikTok and they're about to get addicted to TikTok.
You know what it made me do was just upgrade some of my security. I re-upped on my ExpressVPN, re-upped on my password manager.
Nice.
That's what it made me do. Facebook and Instagram were down from about noon to 6 p.m. Eastern on Monday. No official word yet on what took their domain name system down, but whatever it was completely took out all of their internal systems as well. So they use Workday for their internal systems. That was down. Internal email was down. So it required a complete manual reset of everything at the Zuckerberg Empire data center to get anything back to being accessible for anyone at all, including their own employees. And as of the time of taping, it's still very buggy trying to load a Instagram video or something like that several hours after the application brought back.
My brother-in-law works for Facebook, and I was trying to get some inside intel out of him, and he just texted me and he said that it's all the info is public and he's got no intel, and I know he's lying.
Oh yeah, he's got a gun to his head right now. So
right.
It sounds
He's a liar.
Well, basically what happened was you couldn't access any of their applications at all for the whole day on Monday, and it just leaves the question. Do you guys think they were hacked, or do you think it was a mistake, or do you think something went wrong, like on their end? Basically all that could happen here is they got attacked, and that's why things went down, or vulnerability of some sort, or they made a mistake and took themselves down.
Maybe they're trying to hide something, erasing some stuff.
I think the timing's interesting, right? Like the 60 Minutes interview,
right after the 60 Minutes whistleblower.
So could be
aired
what
on
Wes
Sunday
said.
night.
Either they pissed off some hackers finally with that interview, or they're trying to take their own stuff down and they hit too many switches, deleted the wrong
it's all very mysterious.
wrong tables.
I'll tell you what.
I don't know.
Did you guys see that company that handles text messages for most of the wireless carriers? Hackers have been in their systems for 5 years now. That they disclosed this yesterday.
Mhm.
I think what's going on right now is hackers are in every system.
Well, they're having a field day.
And they've been in the system in Facebook. And after the Hagen, after she took up way too much airtime on 60 Minutes, in my opinion.
Or put a penis in her, or ate ice cream.
What? With the penis
Hagen
stuff?
Dazs.
I get that. Yeah. But I think that I think that they were in the system and they said, now's the time. And I think that's going to happen with a lot of
They
other
Cloverfielded
companies.
themselves.
Well,
I think we're peaking right now with
they
what hackers have access
Cloverfielded
to with this tech wave.
War of the World, they were aliens, they were in, and then they rose out of
You're not wrong, Pat. Look at this. Look, we had Bank of America on Friday. We have Facebook and Instagram on Monday. We had the Colonial Pipeline earlier this year. Just constantly more and more huge applications are going down. It's should make people realize that our online realities are a little more fragile.
I say bring it all down. I say good on you is what I say to the hackers.
I mean,
Don't steal my personal money from my checking account, but
they're proving a point.
bring
if
it
really
down.
Is
Is what I say. Yeah.
Hopefully they're not selling information, and
Right.
that's today's cup of coffee in the big time.
How many books got started today that will never get finished?
What
do you mean?
I think
like
a lot of people
about
started
hacking?
reading a book. No, just like they started
because they
reading,
couldn't get in.
and now they're never gonna finish them. It's probably millions of
shitload.
books got
A
started.
shitload.
I
you
got the
meant
chapter
writing.
2.
No,
Yeah.
reading. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was at Costco. Where my girlfriend and I were like, we should start reading.
Yeah,
We
for a
did
couple
that
hours
thing,
you thought
did that
about
thing today. Yeah.
Yeah.
We didn't even buy any books. We're
But some
we
people
know who
did.
we are. Yeah.
Some people did.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, just quick little. I saw a conflict at Costco today where a old lady cut in line. The lines were long as shit. Old lady cut in the self-service line, and as she was leaving, the Costco cashier was like, "Thanks for cutting in front of all these people." And she turns around, she's like, "You know what? You should be more professional." And then another guy turns around and goes, "You shouldn't cut in line." It was a big cut in line scene at Costco. It was great.
Wow.
Yeah, very
Sounds
exciting.
pretty dramatic.
No, it was exciting. Yeah,
The line situation at a Costco is just vicious though, all the time. It's cutthroat.
yeah, it was bad today.
Yeah.
You don't want a guy in a vest telling you shouldn't cut in line as you're leaving.
No. She thought she got away with it, and then he just brought the house down.
Getting insulted by a guy with a vest is
He couldn't handle it.
He couldn't deal with it. It was the parting shot at this old woman. All right, guys. Believe it or not, Christmas is going to be here before you know it. And if you're looking to win Christmas this year, that's what they say, right? You got to win the holiday. We have the perfect gift for you, and you should give, and you already know what it is. It's a painting from paintyourlife.com. And you want to make everyone else's gift look like shit? This is what you need. You need a painting from paintyourlife.com.
Take
You choose
that.
from a
It's your siblings. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, you make your siblings look like shit. Choose from a team of world-class artists and work with them until every detail is perfect. User-friendly platform lets you order a custom-made, hand-painted portrait in less than 5 minutes. It's quick and easy. It gets you get a hand-painted portrait in about 3 weeks. You can send a picture of yourself, your family, your pet, special place, or combine photos into one painting. It makes the perfect birthday, anniversary, wedding, Christmas gift. It'll be cherished forever. So at paintyourlife.com, there's no risk. If you don't love the final painting, your money is refunded, guaranteed. So as of right now, as a limited time offer, get 20% off your painting. That's right, 20% off and free shipping, which we've talked about is just another tremendous deal when it comes to a painting and shipping free. Get this special offer. Text the word FACTOR to 64,000. That's FACTOR to 64,000. Text FACTOR to 64,000. Paint your life. Celebrate the moments that matter most. Terms apply. Available at paintyourlife.com/terms. Again, text FACTOR to 64,000. All right, ladies and
Are we
gentlemen.
allowed to celebrate Christmas early, Wes, or is that you gotta wait till December or something?
After Thanksgiving is fine.
Okay.
Yeah, after Thanksgiving.
Ooh, after Thanksgiving. You can't
Have Christmas music on in late November.
No, you can.
Okay.
But I mean,
on the
you
way
know.
to Thanksgiving, you got to throw a little Christmas.
I'll
feel
make
in
an
there,
exception
a
for
little bit.
Christmas.
Wes dings his glass with a fork. All right, Thanksgiving dinner is over. Put on the tunes.
Yeah, take down the turkeys and put up your fake Santa.
I decree it's Christmas season.
That's right. All right, ladies and gentlemen.
It's time for the TikTok International Moment.
Yes.
It is time. Today we are going to go to Italy for a wine tragedy. We're going to go to Korea to talk a little Squid Game. Spoiler alert. I don't think I spoil anything really, but there's some big hubbub and some controversy when it comes to the Squid Game subtitles that us Americans are reading versus what the actual Korean meaning is. Yeah. So, and
how can you spoil it then? If it's not the
right. No,
translation's
I just don't think I really spoil anything in this report.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
And then we're going to go to Canada, where police are looking for a man who is stealing something that absolutely nobody thought would ever be stolen. All right. So first, let's get the sad one out of the way. We're going to go to the city of Paola in southern region of Calabria, Italy, where 4 winemakers were participating in an annual tradition of making wine together. The 4 men, Santino and Massimo Carnival, they were 70 and 45, and brothers Guacimo and Valerio Scafano, they were 70 and 50. They had gotten together at a shed to make some wine. Side note, Valerio was not even supposed to be there because he was on house arrest for stalking a former lover. So he's just in trouble, this guy Valerio.
That's such an Italian crime.
Oh, look, all those names are so Italian.
Too
Kidding me?
romantic.
He's making
You wouldn't-
illegal wine while
Yeah.
being wanted for stalking a
Stalking
lover.
a lover.
Yeah, he
That's
shouldn't
the
even.
most Italian shit I've ever heard.
He shouldn't even have been there. Yeah.
They want to lock me up for being a lover.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like Pepe Le Pew. However, being that the shed they were in was poorly ventilated and the fermentation process produces high levels of carbon dioxide, instead of enjoying the fruits of their labor, they all died.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Very sad story.
Terrible.
They all died of carbon dioxide poisoning. So when police arrived, apparently the family was scuffling with reporters who followed the ambulances. They suspect that they were trying to protect Valerio from getting into more trouble.
Right.
Yeah.
This is terrible. So they had the doors closed because this guy didn't want to be arrested for his stalking charge.
Right. Yeah. There's what the shed looks like.
no.
So
Hilarious, a mess.
he's
It
a
was
mess.
a mess. R.I.P.
Yeah. A mess.
All right.
So police think what happened is like a horrible cartoon like chain reaction where one of the old men entered the shed to stir and transfer liquid into vats, and then he passed out. Then another man came in, was like, "Oh my God," and he tried to rescue him. And then he hit the floor. And then two other men and a woman came in, and they're like, "Oh my God," and they passed out. And luckily for the woman, she passed out near the entrance, so she was able to keep getting some oxygen. She was able to be resuscitated and is recovering at a local hospital. But those other four guys just fucking died making this wine.
Pat, what do you know about the winemaking process? Is this
Never heard of this. I know that this happens with heavy chemicals. This is more of like, it sounds like the meth making process.
right? That's what I was thinking
The
too.
fermentation was just too strong, I guess. Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, yeah.
That must have been some strong wine.
Yeah. I don't
And
know.
very-
All right.
and sealed in rooms.
Sad.
Yeah.
Very
Very
sad.
sad.
Very sad.
Very sad.
Okay, let's move
Crime
on.
doesn't pay. I mean, he was just trying to lay low, and his desire to lay low.
Sigh of
Made him.
relief for the woman Valerio was in love with, though.
Yeah, she was a winner in all this. Yeah.
hmm
Yeah, she was the winner.
She dodged a literal bullet, probably.
Yeah. Well,
They don't
Larry
have,
was
guns.
getting
They don't
up
have
there.
guns in Italy. He just would have,
Right.
strangled her or something.
Yeah, I guess he was 50.
Yeah.
All right, next let's go to Korea. And again, spoiler alert, we're going to be talking a little bit about Squid Game here. So if you've not seen it, here's your warning. But I don't think I spoil anything. So I know Mark has seen Squid Game. Pat and Will,
Yes,
you
sir.
guys.
I haven't, but I want to. I hear it's great.
Read about it. Haven't seen it.
Okay.
It's Old Boy meets Battle Royale or The Hunger Games. Your
Hunger
choice.
Games, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. So, Mark, how did you watch it? Did you watch it with English subtitles, or did you do the speaking speaking Korean, or did you do the English dubbed over the Korean?
I didn't know if I had the option. I've done. I did the subtitles. I did the subtitles.
Okay, yeah, me too. I mean, once I didn't figure it out until like halfway in, and I was
Yeah.
like, I'm not going to change the voices now, and it's kind of weird. So apparently, if you watched it with the English subtitles, Netflix or whomever subtitled the show did American viewers a huge injustice, and apparently we just didn't get the true meaning of the whole show. I'm going to show you guys a video from TikTok from this girl named Young Me Mayer, who created a video that has almost 10 million views, where she explains how badly we Americans are missing some important points because the subtitles were shit, apparently. So here's the video.
One part that I think is a huge miss. Here she is trying to convince people to play the game with her, right? Right here. The translation says, "Oh, I'm not a genius, but I can work it out." What she actually said was, "I am very smart. I just never got a chance to study." That is a huge trope in Korean media. The poor person that's smart and clever and just isn't wealthy. That's a huge part of her character. And almost everything she says is like being botched translation wise, but you just missed, like, the writers, all they want you to know about her is that. You know what I mean? It seems so small, but it's like the entire character's purpose of being in the fucking show.
Okay.
Okay. Does anyone care?
Yeah, I mean,
No,
it's crazy that they botched it so bad that it's both a hit in Korea and the United States. I mean,
Yeah.
I can't believe how lucky they got, right? And what are the odds of that? I mean, it was astronomical odds that it's good in Korea as intended and randomly good in English as not intended.
Yeah, this
Right?
is the stupidest trend that I've seen in a while.
Yeah.
It's quite clear from the synopsis of the TV show to the second this TV show starts throughout the entire series, it's rich versus poor.
Right.
Just like Parasite, which won Best Picture.
Yeah.
It's very clear that the poor people are poor and they're getting, not as good a chance as the rich people. That's
right.
Because of a mistranslation. It wasn't mistranslated. It wasn't lost in translation. That's bullshit.
So
Right.
so it's the same as like most Korean movies that have come out in the last 5 years.
Or any movie
that's
where
what it's
you
about.
go rich versus poor. Yes,
This
exactly.
is just a flex for this woman to share that she understands
yes.
two cultures because she
Yes.
speaks two languages fluently. Good
Right.
for you. I'm sure that's frustrating.
Yeah. You know what?
Yeah, exactly, Pat. She doesn't understand not being an asshole.
Oh, bro, I wish I knew two languages and could fully understand two cultures. I fucking wish, dude. I wish, but I was busy playing Little League Baseball when you were
Everyone
doing
understands
whatever.
what the Squid Games is about that watches
Right.
it.
Yeah, it's a violent rich versus poor game. And she's also like, this is kind of how I equate it. She's like the person who, when you tell them you went to a city, let's say San Francisco, not that I would ever go to that shithole. So you tell them how great it was, which wouldn't happen in San Francisco probably. And then you're like,
You're gonna get a message.
oh, but did you eat this specific food item from this specific place? And you say no.
Right.
And then they shit on your whole trip. Like, oh, well, you didn't really go to
You
San
didn't get the
Francisco then.
experience.
Yeah, you didn't go
get the
there.
Because you didn't go to
experience of
my
the Squid
favorite
Games.
restaurant.
Right. You didn't get it.
Well,
so sorry
yeah.
I watched this, I missed the fucking brilliant writing.
It's selfish as
Yeah.
fuck. It's like you didn't have my very specific experience. This is something that Hagen would never do. She would never do this because she'd be too afraid that you'd say that you were she's trying to hog
You're
your
living up to your
experience.
name here. Yeah.
Yeah, but even so, you probably the Hagens they probably do that at home anyways though.
The
The
Hagens, the Hagens do not like this trend. They think you should watch the movie or the show however you'd like, and they think that you got it how you got it.
Right. No, Pat's right. This is a flex, and also she's just an asshole. Let us be ignorant. I watched the whole video of her TikTok that might have spoiled a little something, so I left it out. Still doesn't change anything. Nothing she says is important.
I researched this story.
Yeah.
And I was scoffing the entire time.
Yeah. No, she's a jerk.
Yeah.
Finally,
She
let's go.
just wants the translations to be accurate, guys.
Yeah, I mean, fair enough, but don't say it ruined the show because it straight up didn't.
I mean,
No,
does
it
she think? Yeah, whatever, dude. I'll tell you. Yeah,
Didn't ruin the show whatsoever.
No.
If you're a Korean director, you're gonna be in on the subs and dubs for the American version. Just so you know, lady.
Yeah.
It's the biggest media market in the world, lady.
That's a little inside baseball.
That's a little inside baseball. You're gonna
well,
approve the subs and dubs, you fucking idiot.
I guess they botched it though, according to this girl.
Sure.
She speaks very, very good English too. So I don't know. Maybe question her Korean. Who knows? Finally, let's go to Toronto.
Yeah, let's question her.
Right.
Let's
She might
question-
have she might have some inbred ass Korean.
Yeah, maybe she doesn't get Korean well.
I don't think she knows
Maybe
it
she
that
didn't
well.
understand the Korean aspect of it.
Right,
Yeah.
like your friend that does your friend that speaks Spanish, but he won't speak Spanish in public because he only knows Spanish with his parents.
Right.
That's what's going on there.
Yeah, he only knows Spanglish. He doesn't get the whole Spanish aspect of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That fake Korean girl.
Green
Oh, yes.
hair.
Ask your mother and your father.
Yeah.
Whose Korean you speak.
She doesn't know. Finally, let's go to Toronto, where police need your help in finding this man. All right. They say he's between the ages of 18 to 22. He rides a bike. That's all they know about him.
Red hat.
Yeah. What do you guys think? What do you guys think he's wanted for?
Oh, doing something hilarious. That kid's up to no good on his bike.
Yeah,
You can just
stealing
tell.
pizzas.
Right.
Drive-by groping.
Yeah.
What's the last thing that you guys would ever steal? What's the last thing like that would come to your mind to steal that you would actually want?
GPS tracker.
Okay.
Baby.
Okay.
The baby to take care of that I wouldn't be selling on my black
So you
market.
don't want it?
You don't want it.
Yeah, something with responsibility.
Okay. Babies are good. You're on the right track, kind of.
Yeah.
Something that makes me work.
Yeah, diploma.
Yeah, yeah.
Right, a test. Yeah, like
Now I'm gonna have to get a job.
Stealing an admission into college.
Right.
Okay. All right. Okay. Well, this guy apparently walked into a daycare several times, and he went through the trash and stole a bunch of dirty diapers. You believe that? That's what he was after.
Oh,
That's what he
wants
wanted.
Kid shit.
Send him to my house. You don't have to commit
Why does he
crimes.
want this kid shit? What the fuck is wrong with this
You
kid?
can have it.
The only thing I can think of is that he's trying to do a prank, and the rest of it just gets sexual
You're
and weird
right.
to me.
Gotta be a prank. It's gotta be. I hope it's a prank. Otherwise, it is a weird.
He can
sex
get as
thing.
sexual with my son's dirty diapers as he wants to, as long as he gets him out of this house.
You have a balcony, right? Just stand underneath it.
Yep.
Just send him on down.
He could eat them for all I care.
Yeah,
He could
open
easily
up.
pick. Yeah, I mean, this guy just puts an ad out there. He can get as many dirty diapers as he wants.
Hey,
you know?
Cash, this guy wants another.
Serve him
My
up,
son's like a short order cook over here.
I mean, hey, that'd be, if you're into that, the woods are oyster, right?
I mean, you can't even arrest this guy, right? I mean,
I don't know.
He's
I
doing
mean, that,
everybody.
that's the story, is that they're just looking for this guy because he stole a bunch of diapers. I don't really see what he did wrong.
Good for him, dude.
Yeah.
he's gonna be so busy. He's gonna be inundated with phone calls and texts. Come over.
What is he doing with the diapers?
That's what I say. It's either
man.
sexual or he's
Sniffing 'em.
he's planning a prank. I don't know what he's doing
That
with him.
kid's planning a prank for sure. You see him?
Yeah.
He looks
Why we
like a
gotta-
prankster.
Why we gotta shame this dude? Let him have the diapers.
Come on, man. Look at that. That kid's about to prank somebody with
What's
these
in
diapers.
what's in his book bag? A ton of shitty diapers.
yeah,
Shitty
a
diapers, I
big
think.
diaper bomb he's about to drop on somebody's front porch.
Yeah.
I mean, that would suck, bro, to get hit with a fucking bunch of other random diapers. Like shit from 12, 15
He's about
humans.
to dump that on somebody.
Well, could you imagine if you were like someone that was like his enemy, so to speak, and you saw this story and you
and you
recognize
know
him,
he's coming.
you
with-
got it. You got it. Your gut would drop.
Oh, man.
He's
Let
coming
me
with
ask
the
you.
baby.
Would you guys
Oh,
rather
no.
get hit with a load of dirty diapers jacked from a daycare, or would you
The
rather
other-
get hit with the feminine napkin disposal bin inside a lady's stall?
Oh, so both
feminine stall,
so
easy.
bad.
Yeah,
Really?
I'd say feminine stall over baby. diarrhea.
100%.
I'd probably take baby shit over the feminine stall, but those
Yeah.
are both terrible.
Well, you don't
You
know
get
that it's
goofy.
shit in the
Are the
because
diapers?
it's luck of the draw, really,
is it
right?
just actual shit hitting you, or is it like diapers with shit in it?
Well, you don't know. Well, that's part of the game. You know that the
Oh.
feminine disposal bag is
It's
all
a bad
period blood.
choice either.
I don't
way.
want to get too graphic, but I know I can survive one. I'm not sure of the other.
Yeah, an avalanche of either of those is
Rim
going to be a
shot.
bad time. Yeah.
I was drunk. I didn't know. I didn't know.
Didn't know.
I
Yeah,
didn't know.
I'm going diapers 100%. I mean, lady things 100%. Anyway, there's a weird
Those
fetish
things
out
are
there for
gross,
everyone.
too.
Maybe this guy just has it. I mean, if he wanted to, he
Started.
could have just shit in his own baby diapers, but he needs that. It needs to be authentic for him.
It's got to be authentic.
Yeah.
Yeah, he wants it to smell like German pretzels and mustard.
Yeah, he doesn't have time to eat baby food. He wants the diet to be.
Maybe it's like a
consistent.
paternity thing he's trying to do. I don't know. Who
How
knows?
would that?
what?
Whoa.
I don't think we need to look too far into it. We'll see. If
I'm
there's an
just
update,
hypo-
there's
I'm
an
just
update.
hypothesizing. I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, that's that.
Got to be a prank.
All right. I got a new segment for you guys. It's called Foodies. I have three tales of people that have a refined interest in food. They eat not just because they have to, but because it is their favorite hobby. Food is art to these folks, all right? And if you don't believe me, I'm pretty sure you'll catch my drift after this first story. Caveat, it is not a new story. It happened a few years ago, but I stumbled upon it while I was doing the Foodies segment, and it happened just prior to Hard Factor beginning. So it's new to us, and I think it's probably going to be new to most of you as well. And it sets the mood for Foodies, so we're just going to do it anyways. So this first story, which is old, is an unnamed Maryland man was having a fine Saturday afternoon with his family at his Dundalk home in Baltimore County when he found out the true meaning of betrayal. A family member, either his wife or daughter, the only other two in the house, took a bite out of his grilled cheese sandwich. So immediately following the verbal lashing he gave, the man went and got his gun and fired off a round inside the house to let them know, his daughter and wife know that they'd fucked up. And at least one of their mouths had the aftertaste of golden toasted buttery bread and perfectly melted cheese. But they still weren't getting the gravity of the situation, apparently. So finally, he chased them out of the house and locked himself, barricaded himself inside the house and waited for the police to arrive to explain to them the unbelievable scenario that his family just put him through. And shockingly, the police arrested the wrong man. They arrested him, not understanding that he's a foodie. And they let the family members, the greedy family members, the mother should have known better, for Christ's sake. They let them go away on full bellies. What the hell was that family thinking? They clearly didn't know he was a foodie, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, seriously, what the hell was his daughter thinking? Possibly eating that grilled cheese.
I mean, and a grilled cheese, if you're just using regular white bread, is one of those sandwiches where you can do a lot of damage with one bite. You can ruin you can ruin a meal with one bite of a grilled cheese sandwich if you really want to. I mean you can
it's
take out a
enough-
quarter of it.
It's enough to get you to go get your gun.
Right.
Yeah, it was a mother and daughter he fired on, right?
Yeah.
What-
His wife and his daughter.
What would be obviously a grilled cheese is pretty low, a low bar to set for what would get you to fire on your wife and daughter. But
Well, it was a warning shot. I think the second one, had they not gotten out of the house, the second one probably would have been aimed a little more true. But the first one was like he popped it straight in the air. Like that's how mad I am.
Shot
You
the window out of
better
the
get the
house.
hell out of my sight.
It was an overreaction, but it was the last time it was going to happen.
Yes. That
When
is
he's
true,
out of the
Pat.
clink, they're not gonna fuck with his grilled cheese anymore.
I think he might have one waiting for him when he gets home. From the clink.
Listen, it takes a lot of care and a lot of love and a lot of heart to make a perfect grilled cheese sandwich. A lot of patience. I mean,
it
Yeah,
takes
it was-
about
it was
5
quick.
minutes.
It's clearly a
Ooh.
good one.
You wish it took 5 minutes,
Yeah.
Will. That's
It
what it
takes
should
10.
take, but it
It
actually
takes
takes like
10 max.
15 to
Yeah.
slowly let it cook properly.
And,
Oh,
and put
give
the
me-
Unless
butter
you're burning
on,
them, yeah.
Put the butter on each side of the bread and
Mhm.
flip it. Okay, well, let's stay in Maryland for the next story.
The
where-
massive culinary lift that is Kraft singles inside 2 pieces of bread with a little bit of
doesn't
butter.
always have to
Beauty.
be.
now
Is
we
it
know Will's never had a good grilled cheese.
simplicity.
I've had plenty.
Will.
He's like the grits guy and my cousin Vinny.
What do you?
Instant
What,
grits.
how
You're
long?
an
do you think it
instant
take-
grits
How,
guy.
how long do you think it takes to make a grilled cheese?
About 10 minutes.
Yeah,
10 minutes.
Longer than it should. That's
Longer than it
10
should.
minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it takes a
Well,
while. Yeah,
And boy, is it a long 10 minutes because you want that thing. It smells good.
Oh,
looks
because
good.
you're out of everything. When you're eating a grilled
Yeah.
cheese, there's nothing in the house to eat. You've gotten to a grilled cheese. You never.
Well, not for this
my
guy.
friend.
This guy, it's his
I make
favorite
grilled.
thing.
I make grilled cheeses for dinner sometimes in my house.
when nothing else is in the house to make.
No, planned.
Okay.
Planned. Let's stay in Maryland.
Unless you're having tomato soup, I don't understand that move.
Well, guess who has tomato soup often with
There
his
you go.
grilled cheeses?
Now I get it.
Sounds pretty good, right?
Yeah.
Let's
One of my
stay in
favorite
Maryland for
combos.
this next story. We're staying in Maryland, where the fast forward a few years later to the current day, and the residents of Maryland still haven't learned how to be respectful to foodies. Have you ever heard of Icy Delights, the small Maryland-based ice cream chain?
No.
I-
Oh, you haven't been to Maryland unless you've been to Icy Delights.
There you go. Well, apparently they have a delicious signature item, the snowball, that brings people from all over the world to the window at Icy Delights. It's made with crushed ice, flavored syrup, and marshmallow topping. That's their secret. And there was one
the
problem.
marshmallows, the extra that
That-
sets it off.
Yes, there was one problem a few weeks ago at the Icy Delights in Middlesex, the one that's at the Middlesex location, and that is that a 15-year-old who was on her first job ever, according to the owner of the Icy Delights, Sharon Gay, was working by herself, and Gay should have known better than to have left an inexperienced chef like that on her own, as wouldn't you know it, but 2 giant foodies showed up on the evening of September 21st, right?
Oh, no.
And let me get 3 snowballs, and we want extra marshmallow topping on all 3. Said the guy, this guy in particular right here, this foodie gentleman right here, right?
Oh, yeah.
Looks like a fine, upstanding young man. He meant business because it was just him and his lady friend, and they ordered 3, not 2, and they knew about to ask for the extra marshmallow topping. So the problem was this nitwit behind the counter drowned the fucking things in marshmallow. And then they said extra, they didn't say ruin it was, so
Oh, no.
she comes out and hands him this just completely covered in marshmallow monstrosity. And the guy looks at her, he's a calm individual, as you could tell from his picture. And he said, nah, this is whack. Make them again and chill with the marshmallow topping, you weirdo. So she went back, the 15-year-old went back and remade the snowballs. But this time, guess what? Not enough marshmallows.
Oh, no.
Not enough marshmallow topping. She overcorrected. Could have seen that coming, right? And after saying, look, these are wrong, make them again, or I'm going to come back there and make them myself. The bratty teen said, no, I refunded your order, and you can have these desserts for free, but there will be no more remakes.
All
and
6 of them. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's when this happened. I'll let the local news story take it from here. Local news team.
An assault that happened last week at Icy Delights in Middle River. So take a look at the surveillance video. This is from the store, and it shows 2 people walk up to the counter as the worker gives the customers their ices. They begin throwing the ices at her and then eventually walk off. As you can see, the worker seems to be confused by the suspect's actions. Tonight, we are told those 2 suspects have been identified and arrested.
That's That's the problem. The worker was confused. She didn't know how to make a snowball. Look, Gay, the owner, who sounded anything but gay in her grumpy Facebook post where she called the customers idiots, and her interviews where she said she was appalled and felt bad for the confused employee. That's rich. She's apparently sticking by the employee, and once again, the wrong people were arrested in this scenario. Let me tell
Disrespecting the
it's
foodies.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
They ordered 3 perfectly fine snowballs because they wanted to, anyways. Let me tell you, Icy Delights, this is exactly how you go from being a landmark store with a sought-after food item to an afterthought. Why don't you ask Gino and Pat's what happens when you let your foot off the gas and you let a 15-year-old serve up your half-ass snowballs that are supposed to be your signature item. See what happens. Foodies won't be coming to you anymore.
Yeah. Take them as a lesson.
You could tell that guy, he's wearing a white shirt. He's got a clean, flat brim. He's on a date, and he's been talking these Icy Delights up the whole date. And
the guy's got a tattoo of a snowball.
Yeah,
Mhm.
He is disappointed.
And a chin strap.
A chin strap.
Yeah, and he's wearing those shorts that are like sweatpants, but they're shorts.
Yeah, he's got the
but
punch you in the face
those,
outfit
those,
on.
I love those. I'm actually wearing a set of those right now.
Yeah, and he could honestly eat all 3 of the ices because he's got that white trash metabolism. The one
He'll never
where
gain weight.
Oh,
Yeah, his mother didn't feed him
skinny
properly growing up, so he just never can get fat. You know the one I'm talking
Well,
about?
the Pall Malls and
Perfect
the
foodie
monsters
build.
keep the.
It's also
the,
premature
metabolism
babies have
running
that
real
too.
fast.
Lucky
and
bastards.
the construction job helps too.
Yeah,
The Newport.
The meth also.
always burning cows.
The menthols. And lastly, I have a short one for you, and this one is truly disgusting. As it turns out, in Connecticut, the Fish and Wildlife Department doesn't give a damn about foodies. What you're looking at here, let me see if I have a picture of it. Not sure I loaded it, actually.
Ooh,
That's not good.
You don't care about foodies, Mark.
Apparently, I don't care about foodies. Let's see.
No.
So this is Connecticut Fish and Wildlife. Let's see if I can pull it up quickly. I'll give myself about 10 seconds here.
10, 9, 8,
Oh, I found
7, 6,
Yes.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Ooh,
Boom.
you got it.
It's up.
What you're looking at here is a photo of Ben Tom Knus holding up what at the time, this August, was a state record catfish catch. Look at that thing.
It's impressive.
Huge.
Yeah, it's huge.
It's like
catfish, right?
it's like this. He's got the mouth like up at his chin, and the tail's like down at his like balls. Like it's a
It's
big
like
ass catfish.
5 foot long catfish.
Is that like the Rhode Island record, or are we still in
Connecticut?
Maryland?
Well, we'll get so it's Connecticut.
Seems a little
there's-
small.
Well, no, that's a 21.3 pound white catfish that smashed the previous state record of 12.7 pounds.
Oh,
So
wow.
he almost
doubled it.
they almost doubled it. Yeah. And after the official weigh-in, what do you think Tom Knus did?
He
He
stuffed
fried it up.
Yeah, I'll tell you what he did. He gave that big son of a bitch to his grandfather, who himself is a big son of a bitch and an even bigger foodie, and Grandpa ate that fucker. And that's what happened. Fast forward 5 weeks to this Monday, and the Fish and Wildlife Department put out a disgusting post on Facebook, which said, without the ability to examine the actual fish, identification is left to still images and videos, which have proven to be ambiguous and inconclusive to definitively identify the species of catfish in this case. They added that they're not disputing the weight of the catch, but they just don't know if if it's a white catfish or a channel catfish. And they just wish the family hadn't eaten the delicious fish and kept it on ice so they could send some foodie hating asshole over to verify it was a white catfish.
Wow.
Weeks after the catch, right? And look, they'll tell you they did that because this would have set the world record for white catfish catch by multiple pounds, Pat. So it's actually really fucking huge catfish. But it's really because they're generic taste buds owning losers that are jealous of someone with superior taste buds getting their hands on a world record fish. That's too much excellence for their middle asses to handle. I mean, they say they only have photos to go off of. How about you ask Ben Tom Knus's grandfather what he ate? Don't you think he can tell the difference between a white and a channel catfish blindfolded just with one forkful? That guy's a foodie.
He's had a few
Absolutely.
catfish. Yeah.
Yeah. Just take his word for it. And Ben Tom Knus, the angler, summed it up pretty nicely when he said, I can't believe that they think this is okay to do this to someone. It's such an embarrassment. And look, there's a lot of foodie hate out there. Maryland, Connecticut. Let's get it together, Mid-Atlantic and Northeast, because don't fall into that trap. Respect the foodies.
They say how the grandpa was.
Well, Ben's 25, and just
So
75.
good chance that he hasn't passed it yet if he's that old. You know what I mean? I would offer that as an option. Whether he had passed it or not, I'd offer that as an option to the
Grandpa
officials.
he go shit on somebody's desk.
He could shit it out for you. You bring a forensic DNA test up here.
Something tells me that Tom Kunis is already on that. I think they're sending their fecal matter over to the wildlife
Who
department.
knows?
If
as
you
we
can't
speak.
tell a white from a channel off of a picture, you're no expert. Let me tell you.
Yeah, no, they just hate. They hate these foodie loving family. Yeah,
I couldn't
exactly.
apparently because I guess Anyway, catfish. There are way bigger catfish, but I guess not of this
Yeah,
particular
different species though.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's a
I'm
world
learning.
record, bro.
I'm learning every day.
The world record was 19.7 pounds. This is 21.3.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. But
Guys,
it's obviously a channel catfish.
Yeah. Sure. Obviously. My hero, Andrew Yang, former presidential candidate, New York City mayoral candidate, and gang leader, has officially quit the Democratic Party. He's out.
Peace.
He's out. After 26 years, he said, quote, "It's the right thing to do." Now, granted, after losing every election he's ever entered, the party is about the only thing he can quit, but I stand behind him either way. Yang officially changed his registered political party to Independent on Monday, saying, quote, "Now that I'm not a member of one party or another, I feel like I can be even more honest about the system and the people in it. I believe I can reach people who are outside the system more effectively. I feel more independent." And to that I say, hell yeah, Leader Yang. Let me know where you want me and when, and I'll be there armed to the teeth.
I say, welcome to the party.
Mm-hmm.
I'm registered independent in Nevada.
Yeah,
It's very freeing.
When he starts his new party, I'm going to sign up, and as I said, I'll be armed to the teeth with knowledge about the benefits of universal basic income. Yeah, trust me, guys. Yang's going to be a contender in, well, not probably this coming election or the following election, but eventually he's going to be a
young
contender.
guy.
Uh-huh. All right, guys, let's get into the main story this last segment. Emily Ratajkowski, right? We talked to her at the top. She's a celebrity model, perhaps best known for her body, and she's releasing a memoir called My Body coming up. And inside Emily's body is a detailed account of her experience with Robin Thicke and his grabby hands on the set of the 2013 Blurred Lines music video that launched her career. Ratajkowski, writing about her experience on the set of the shoot, Emily said that she initially had felt comfortable with filming both the censored and uncensored versions of the video. There's two. However, things became uncomfortable when Thicke, quote, returned to the set a little drunk to shoot just with me. And if you don't remember the Blurred Lines video, let me bring you up to speed. When you're pitching a music video, guys, you put forth what's called a treatment. So like, hey, I got a new song. We're hiring a director. Here's the song, submitting it out. Directors will send in treatments. And usually that treatment involves like theme, tone, color, usually mood boards. If there's like a coherent story to the music video, it'll have that outlined. A lot of times there's not that. So it's more
Pics of Emily Ratajkowski's body.
Exactly. Here's a treatment
Just
for
his hand.
right the Blurred
parts of
Lines
it.
music video.
It comes
Yeah.
up behind her, and then yeah.
All right. So it's a single location on a soundstage, plain white walls as a background. You got Pharrell, Robin Thicke, and T.I. dressed in tile suits, dancing and flirting with three hot female models, one of whom, Ratajkowski. These models are topless and wearing only flesh-colored thongs. And throughout the song, the group will play with props like a literal lamb metaphor, an exercise bike, a bed, and a helium balloon that reads, or helium letter balloons that spell out, Robin Thicke has a big dick.
Is that true? Is that part of it?
Oh, that's part of it big time, bro. There you go.
3 huge dildos.
Mm-hmm.
No,
So,
just
yeah, you got a pretty sexy music video. Oh,
Is that
by the
Robin's
way,
idea?
What a
It wasn't
treatment.
Robin's. It was the director's. By the way, guys, just to remind you, the lyrics to this song, and I guess I could play the song because it already lost
himself.
it already lost its lawsuit to the Marvin Gaye family for
Yeah.
ripping it off.
He already stole the song.
Right. Okay. But here are the lyrics. I know you want it. I know you want it. I know you want it. You're a good girl. Can't let it get past me. You're far from plastic. Talking about getting blasted. I hate these blurred lines, which essentially is about not consenting or not having to consent. It goes on and it's worse, and it's been widely criticized. So you have all these elements plus these lyrics making up this music video, and the video, guys, was shot by a female director and an all-female production team in 2013. And the director, Diane Martell, said of this shoot in 2013, quote, I wanted to deal with the misogynist, funny lyrics in a way where the girls were going to overpower the men. It also forces the men to feel playful and not at all like predators. I directed the girls to look into the camera, and this is very intentional, and they do it most of the time. They are in the power position. And to that I say, what the fuck music video were you making, lady? Like, I'm not discounting Emily Ratajkowski here. If she says Robin Thicke assaulted her, that's fucked up. But, like, this is the most sexed out, weird ass situation of all time. If Robin Thicke is on set thinking he can grab Emily Ratajkowski, who's nude in a bed scene with him while singing about not consenting, then it's really on the fucking production to say, hey, Robin, don't take the acting there. You know what I mean? Like, this isn't a case of
let's skip the bed scene. Let's go to the big dick balloons.
right. Like what a fucking perfect storm.
Let's not forget though the climate of the time when Blurred Lines was like going crazy. This guy's got a #1 hit. Like it'd be like when Despacito was going off that one summer and somebody trying to be like, hey, you know what? Maybe let's pump the brakes on this.
Well,
like nobody's gonna do that at the time.
Music videos are all about sex too.
I think here's what happened. Sometimes this happens where someone is like, look, the director wants the job. It's a huge gig. It's Pharrell, it's T.I., it's Robin Thicke.
This was the biggest song of that year.
It was. And
like,
but this director,
a 2-year span.
This director in 2013 is trying to sell this bullshit to us like it's some sort of feminist agenda music video, and it's just not that. That's just what she had to tell herself to make this fucking music video.
No, everybody knows.
What did
it was
she
money.
say he did?
It was money.
Oh, he grabbed her tits.
Okay.
Yeah, so Ratajkowski, right? She accused Thicke of being just a slime ball and feeling her up during the music video, and there was this awkward.
Just trying to get all the shots. Just
and
in
then
case there's a camera over here.
And as Pat points out, it's like it was an obviously sexual situation. They have signs that say Robin Thicke has a big dick.
And I'm not backing Thicke up here.
Do you have any pics of Emily Ratajkowski?
Yeah, I'm gonna put this one up real quick. What do you guys make of this? So this is
that was the whole reason we did this segment.
I had to screenshot. I had to screenshot this part of the video. It's her butt, right? It's a close up of her butt, and on it to make it out, there's a miniature, the tiniest little dollhouse sized stop sign on her naked bottom.
That can't be real.
That's real.
Nice.
That's a frame from the video.
But
What
how
is
did
that-
she get that tiny stop sign on her butt?
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about what is it supposed to mean.
Well,
Don't stop.
If you have bad vision,
Right.
if you have
Right,
bad
exactly.
vision, you can't
It's
see
Pat.
it. Yeah.
Pat, I got it. It's blurred.
Get
lines.
right up on it.
It's
Give it a
blurred
sniff.
lines.
That's blurred line.
It's
Give it
blurred
a
lines.
give it a waft before
What
you
rhymes with
stop.
hug me?
Yeah.
Anyway,
Stop right here.
not okay. But whatever. I don't know. Here's Robin Thicke grabbing a woman's ass back in that same time period.
You can't see her grabbing the ass. Oh, I see. Behind,
if you look closely,
way back there.
yeah.
Oh, you can
Look at
see
the
it.
hands.
Oh, wow, he's got a whole.
Oh, this
handful.
guy looks like Urban Myers.
he's a
man.
real Urban Meyer. He's the
That-
original
that
Urban Meyer.
was- that's an
Yeah.
urban position.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like
Yeah.
him and Urban would really paint the town.
A damn
Yeah.
mirror
Top of the
busted
world.
him. Yeah, I don't know. My point
That's
is
blurred lines.
this whole fucking situation is blurred lines, if you ask me. And we always believe victims on this show, but what the fuck was going on over there? What
Well,
the fuck was going on over
So
there?
Thicke was getting in trouble for hooking up with everyone. He cheated on his wife, remember? And then he cried about it, and he tried to sing her like a romance song. And she's
Dude.
like, "No, Robin, you
Mo with
cheated
the
on me too
gimpy
many times."
leg.
Yeah.
I think what happened here is this female director, Diane Martell, got in Thicke's head a little bit, and she got a little like with to overpower the men. And he was like, you know what? You're fucking with me a little bit now, huh? I'm going to show you who the real power guy
No,
is.
Thicke
It's Robin
didn't get the
Thicke.
fucking memo about what video she was trying to make. He was like,
Robin,
wait a minute.
Robin just enjoyed the video shoot.
Yeah, he was just like, no,
Yeah.
I get to dance with her now. Okay, I'm gonna grab her
Yeah.
excessively.
Okay, I'm acting in this video
Yeah.
where she's naked.
It's
in
just
bed.
acting, Emily. Hold on
know.
1 second while I urban admire you.
I think we should take a few more scenes now. I think we should do a few more
about
takes.
the lines being blurred. Yeah, weird ass situation. That's gonna do it for Hard Factor. Keep in mind, Ratajkowski's got a book coming out,
No
but
real
also,
no real pics of Ratajkowski he put up.
what do you
huh?
want from me? Fucking Google it, bro. You saw her in person. You have a whole wedding reel that
I
you
mean,
can go
come
back
on.
and
You don't
masturbate
think
to.
people
What
on
do you think
YouTube
I'm
want
going
a
to
few
do
pics?
the second we get out of here? I'm going to be Googling Ratajkowski.
I don't know. Man.
No, wrap it up. I want to Google her.
All right, that's gonna do it for Hard Factor.
Have a great fucking day.
Well, go watch that uncensored video, man. It is fun, and have a great fucking day.
Can't now. I'm just going to look at her.
Hardfactor.com. Patreon.com/hardfactor.